Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, you know what I'm doing. I'm talking in just like that. We are picking back up. This is part 3 of going over this insane podcast from the writers of Sex and the City. Listen to them. Well, I should say it just like that. Listen to them kissing their own rears like you've never heard before. It's the funniest thing. Definitely, you guys have been so funny in the comments. I love them all. You wanted me to keep going, especially after that insane part 2. So here is part 3 of this clueless woke-a-thon kiss their own A party like I've never heard. If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to part 1 and part 2. If you just want to jump in here, it's totally fine. It'll still make sense. Listen to this. So if you want to hear the uninterrupted podcast, it's in just like that, the writer's room. On this channel, I do reactions and I pause a lot and we talk through it. Just like we're sitting together and talking. I talk to you, you guys talk back to me in the comments. So let's pick up where we left off. They're interviewing Samantha Irby. She is there to discuss the first 2 episodes. She's one of the writers of the show. Also, the man speaking is Michael Patrick King. He's been involved since the beginning. And we have Julie Rottenberg and Elisa Zuritsky.
Kim Cattrall didn't want to come back, so that's our real life, so we put it in the show. It's
a convenient narrative now, isn't it? It's a way of them not taking any blame for what all went down.
As Samantha. And it's story. Everything's story for us.
Also, I remember in that first scene you wrote with Carrie and Miranda, that became a hot topic for us in the writer's room.
I want to see what other ideas they had for how to write her character off. You guys have had so many great ideas in the comments. This idea that they had is so terrible. It was such a poor send-off for such a beloved character. So I just wonder what other ideas that they had.
Each step you took in writing that scene, it was very heated because I felt we were both we felt protective of Samantha.
Oh my gosh, that's the send-off they gave her, feeling protective of her? Oh, and don't even get me started on the Stanford of it all. You guys, I feel like I could talk for 10 hours on how horribly they dealt with his passing. And, just so disrespectful. One of you guys had the best comment where you feel like they should have even broken character in the show or at the end of the show just to acknowledge Stanford on the show, Willie Garson, in real life, and how they messed up his whole situation.
Sure.
We felt protective of Samantha and
we
felt protective of Carrie.
And you felt protective of your paychecks.
Yeah. So it was like we were navigating an argument between 2 close friends.
And this
sure didn't send Samantha off like she's a close friend.
This might be a good time to explain that every script, no matter who it's written by, is walked around the park a lot by all 6 of us.
Yes.
We really all have an opinion of.
So again, that's it right there. They're an echo chamber of the same forced woke ideas, and no oxygen gets in the room and nobody stops to think, hey, this is really terrible and we're making them miserable.
And in that first episode, also, we established 2 new characters. 3, really. Lisa Todd Wexley, a Black woman, and Professor Nia Wallace, a Black woman. And that my name is on that script as the writer because I wrote it, but it was infused with everything we discussed
as a group
as to how these characters could be in the world.
I hope you can still hear my commentary over the loud banging. I am banging my head against the wall at how clueless these people are.
And just to the point, I mean, it's so specific. The whole riff in the first episode that's so potentially funny or potentially dangerous is Miranda and Nia's hair.
You guys, I can't do it. I'm cringing so hard. Make it stop. Please make it stop.
Samantha, how long did we talk about? Like,
oh my God.
What is the level of comedy uncomfortability that doesn't go into too much?
Cringe.
Yeah.
What's the right lane to go down if we're going to try to do that story?
This is not it. If you're having to have this conversation, you've completely missed the mark.
Okay, so when Miranda goes back to school, it's her first day of class. She's sitting there like perfect little student. Naya comes in with long braids, very glamorous, very gorgeous.
Oh my God, they're making us relive it. What's happening?
She goes to sit in the professor's seat, and Miranda is like, oh, no, you can't sit there. That's where the professor sits.
Oh my gosh, you guys, listen to the pride in their voices talking about how well they think they've handled this. It is the most cringe-worthy. All right, I need to get on and figure out a new word for cringe, just like I did for sucks. It's a load of pants, you guys. It's a load of pants.
And Naya looks at her like, what? And says, what do you mean? I am the professor. And then Miranda's like, I didn't know because of your hair.
You guys, I can't. They are treating us like idiots. This is ridiculous. And I'm in shock. I don't know why. I saw the episode, but just to hear it and how proud they are of themselves for handling this like this, it just shows how clueless they truly are and why this has been such a terrible disaster of a show.
Because she saw a picture of Naya with short hair. And then we have like my favorite kind of comedy, which is like,
oh my God, she thinks it's comedy. You guys, I'm dying.
Uncomfortable. And that's how they start their friendship.
Well put.
It's a rocky start.
We talked about it a lot, and I am very like, just make the joke.
I think you're confused on what a joke is.
Just make the joke that like pushes the envelope.
I've started and stopped this recorder about 15 times trying to record this part because I don't know what to say here. It's not just me, right? Are you guys losing your minds like I am? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
And Kelly, who was in our room, who's Black as well, is very much not like that. So we would often, within the writer's room...
Oh my God, forced woke. Why can't we just have a regular human being conversation about what Miranda's interactions would look like? Why are we here?
Have like a breakout NAACP meeting that you all got to watch while we went back and forth about what would make Black people mad.
You guys, I'm dead. I have no words. I am so rarely speechless, but here we are. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I can't believe this bullshit.
I think not much. Kelly thought a lot. But it's really, I mean, we started this being like, this is diverse. We're adding these new characters. I think it's like really weird for them to, talk about race stuff all the time in a like professorial kind of way.
And yet, here we are. You've jammed it down our throats. You've literally given us no choice. I can't even believe what I just listened to. I don't know how anybody is listening to this podcast and going, wow, I've learned so much. I don't understand. It just blows my mind. I'm so rarely speechless, but here we are. It's just wild, you guys. It's the Twilight Zone. I don't know what's happening. I just will say this is not our show. This is not Sex in the City. And just like that, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. That's all I got. I can't wait to hear your comments on this one. I hope you all have just the best day. Go watch something fun. I feel like I need to just pour gasoline in my ears or something. That is just, I don't know what we just listened to, but thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.